Whoa, it's upside down. There we are. Nice. Oh. Wait, there we go. Card wise. Thank you for your purchase. Josh, look at this. Oh, it comes with a little strap. What's this? Oh, look at that. It comes with a capsule for the spring bars, right? And warning, changing the strap, make sure the spring bar is in place. Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to like cut that off.
Designer Notes Subject 79. Wise is the Thai watch company that is dedicated to bringing quality, affordability, and attention to detail on their timepieces. Notice design isn't mentioned in that company objective. One look at their past collections, and you can quickly notice that the designs of their watches tip more on the side of fashion brands. But looking closer at their diving range, and you will quickly feel a sense of surprise and wonder, like finding a sunken treasure in the deep blue sea. Like, comment, and subscribe for content you'd like to see next. Follow us at Instagram at DesignAtelierRuba for behind-the-scenes content. Email us at designatelierviewer@gmail.com. This video is sponsored by Wise Timepieces. The case diameter is 44 millimeters with a 51.25 millimeter lug tip to lug tip measurement. The thickness is a whopping 15.8 millimeters. There's no denying it. It's a big chunky watch. It's thick, it's heavy, and it feels really solid. The lug width is 22 millimeters, which is pretty wide but not unusual. This is also ideal for strap changing, and this diver from Wise is really emphasizing this feature. It has a screw-down crown, and it is rated for 300-meter water resistance. The movement is your typical NH35A automatic movement. It's very reliable and easy to service. The case is a construction that we would associate with those Seiko tuna divers. The case envelopes the bezel with a shroud of metal that protects the bezel from shock and accidental operation. This Wise diver, however, puts a different spin on this by presenting it with a wavy pattern. This pattern perfectly references the curvy and wavy geometry of typical Thai traditional design. The whole case is beveled in a way that really creates the illusion of a small footprint. This is what separates it from other 44mm divers. The lugs curve down generously to provide comfort on your wrist. The finish around the case is also uniform and industrial. There is a distinct lack of polished edges and facets, reminding you that this is a tool watch. Operating the crown feels really good with no wobble. Anyone familiar with the NH35A's operation will not be surprised on this one. It just works. This crown is also signed with the Wise logo. The bezel action is very deliberate and clicks are very satisfying. You do occasionally slip up on gripping the bezel because of the beveled edges and the wavy shroud. It's not a big deal regardless. The bezel is circular brushed with deep minute marks from 0 to 15. The quarter markers are constructed with raised indexes with numeral engravings. The 5-minute markers project a strong personality that reminds us of rivets on metal structures and ship portholes. Circles are a central theme for this watch design. Even the bezel grips have circular cutouts, a good design element that's harmonious with the rest of the piece. The indexes are nicely milled and rises above the dial. Upon closer inspection, these applied markers are generously coated with C3 Superluminova, the industry standard for tool watches that even most premium brands utilize themselves. The shapes of the markers are mostly round. It's pleasant to see the soft rectangles and triangle on the dial. It ties back nicely to all of the round shapes and cuts of the watch, while providing visual interest and breaking monotony. The dial itself is a bisected fume dial that's quite unique for dive watches. Well, in any watch at all. The black part of this gradient really often takes a back seat to the green sheen. I've never seen this before in any other watch. On the daylight shots, the dial and case work together to really highlight that hue of the dial. The case reflects light nicely, but not taking attention away from the gorgeous hue of the watch face. Forming the perimeter of the dial are minute gradations. I might add that these gradations are finely printed and super clean. The Wise branding and designations considerably balance out the dial. I'm quite pleased that Wise kept the font sizes to a maximum of 3. Now, if only there's something that can be done with a diving name. The date window is at the much maligned 4.5 o'clock position. It doesn't call too much attention to itself on this one, with its date wheel color matched to the black part of the dial gradient. Onto the hands, its semi-skeletonized nature makes it easy to read with all of the hands overlapping each other. It's machine finished, but it's expected also with these affordable brands. This watch will include 2 pairs of FKM straps. FKM is the American standard for high-performance rubber materials that's ISO certified and called FPM internationally. It is resistant to extreme temperatures, high chemical stability, and has excellent resistance to oils and fats. These fluoroelastomer rubber straps is not only durable but also very soft to the touch. The buckle reminds you of those massive Panerai buckles, and that's okay. This matches the beefy presence of the whole watch and is also engraved with the brand's slim markings. It's also angled to the wrist and will retain its form with the help of the hard plastic fillers inserted into these curved lug ends. It's a great value already to have one, but this watch gives you 2 of it. The curved lug shape contours to the case shape, which is rare to see in dive watches of this price range. And the cherry on top is the Wise branding that's embossed on the strap tip. Wise doesn't stop there though. It also includes the package a very durable, thick NATO strap. This one is rather stiff, but will definitely not tear on you, even with the harshest of wear and abuse. One of the rings is also branded discreetly, which makes this strap a little more special than a mere throw-in freebie. Changing straps is also rather hassle-free with quick-release spring bars. Wise thought this convenience true by also providing a capsule to contain all of these bars and even end links if you bought the metal bracelet. Speaking of the bracelet, it has quite a number of links that can be removed to fit all sorts of wrist sizes. These make use of screw bars, making resizing quite hassle-free as well. On my 6¼ wrist, this bracelet feels comfortably with enough articulation to be flexible. The finish is pretty simple, with just a vertical brush for all of the links. The clasp is also pretty generic, that's typically found on popular aftermarket clasps. There is a Weiss engraving on the clasp enclosure. This bracelet is also provided with end links that fit snugly with the round case similar to the FKM straps. There are a number of dial options ranging from the matte texture to the sunburst finish. These textures have fume and solid color configurations, adding to a total of 7 different dial configurations. The straps are also color matched to the dial. Pricing begins at $335 for the black matte dial, going up to $466 for a fume dial with a steel bracelet. It's amazing to see the value for this well-crafted watch with a plethora of accessories. Everything you see here came as a whole set. This is the first micro brand I've heard coming from Thailand. It's well built with an appealing design. It manages to not just tick all of the boxes of what a micro brand is supposed to be, but it also excels in bringing an amazing value. It comes with a chest full of accessories that I've never seen matched by any brand before. It's a treasure in its truest form, finding something of great value in the most unlikeliest of places.